Hari Om. Begin each day listening to the most auspicious sound in the universe.
Yoga of Knowledge and Wisdom, Chapter 7, Shloka number 29.
Those who strive for liberation from old age and death, taking refuge in me, they realize in full that Brahman, the whole knowledge of the self and all action.
Chapter 7, Shloka 29. Jara Marana Mokshaya Mamashritya Yatanti Ye Te Brahma Tadvidu Krishnam Adhyatmam Karma Chakilam.
Chapter 7, Shloka 29. After all the required adjustments in the mind intellect are made by living a life divine, what would be the motive in the hearts of those who are thus meditating on the self? Lord says that they strive for liberation from old age and death. In all living beings, matter in the form of the gunas deludes the self and prevents the ego from discovering the self, which is its true nature. Matter is continuous change and undergoes the process of birth, growth, decay, disease and death. Old age and death are very painful and everyone fears them and makes plans to overcome the inevitable and also fail in the endeavor, yet plan to have physical continuity of existence in the world. Spirit is changeless and homogeneous and free from the process of change, nor is affected by old age and fear. Since everyone is subject to delusion right from birth, the wise plan to discover the self and free themselves from the suffering of old age and death, whereas the ignorant cling to their egocentric existence of desires for and attachment to the objects, emotions and thoughts, and get despaired with dissatisfactions, crushed by disappointments and smothered by the fear of annihilation. A true meditator, meditating on the self, comes to realize his identity with the conscious principle in him, the self, which is the self of all, the substratum for the whole universe. To know the self is to become Brahman. The perfect one is not an impotent fool in the ways of the world. He comprehends the working of matter as well as the thought forces in him and becomes proficient in all activities. He alone is integrated and fit to serve the world, for he has perfect control over his own mind and the psychology of the world. Learn more in the next shloka in the next video.
To understand Gita, join Chinmaya Mission study group in your area. There are over 300 Chinmaya Mission centers in the world. Kindle Life is the first text prescribed in the scheme of study by Swami Chinmayananda himself. Watch Ranjod Kalra's videos on Kindle Life online. See this video clipping again and again till you can answer the following questions.